Have you ever wondered why love, so beautiful and enchanting, can also be so painful and complex? It's a question that has puzzled the greatest minds for millennia. And yet, we continue to seek it out, to yearn for it, to fall into its sweet, yet sometimes bitter, embrace. Love and relationships are a dance of joy and pain. They can fill our hearts with unimagined elation, lighting up our world in vibrant hues, but they can also plunge us into depths of despair, casting shadows over our once bright existence. This duality, this complexity, is what makes love such a compelling and universal experience. And yet, when love ends, when relationships crumble, we are often left with an aching void, a space that was once filled with shared laughter, whispered secrets, and intertwined dreams. It's in these moments of heartbreak that we may find ourselves wishing for our ex-partner to feel a tinge of regret, a pang of loss. But let's be clear, this isn't about revenge or causing pain. No, this is about personal growth, self-improvement, and understanding the power of reflection. Today, we're going to explore 5 tips that may make your ex regret. Not by manipulating emotions or playing games, but by focusing on you, your growth, and your journey. It's about becoming a better version of yourself, not for anyone else, but for your own sake. It's about learning from the past, embracing the present, and shaping the future. It's about understanding that the end of a relationship is not a failure, but a stepping stone towards a better you. So get ready to embark on this journey of self-discovery and personal growth. We're going to delve deep, challenge assumptions, and maybe even change a few perspectives along the way. Remember, this isn't about them, it's about you. It's about taking control of your narrative, owning your story, and writing the next chapter with courage, grace, and resilience. Now let's dive into these tips, starting with the first one: self-improvement. Self-improvement is not just about being better for others, but for ourselves first. It's a mantra that holds true in every facet of life, but particularly in the aftermath of a breakup. When a relationship ends, it's easy to lose ourselves in the tide of emotions, to dwell on the past, to feel stuck. But remember, the end of a relationship isn't the end of your journey. In fact, it's an opportunity, a chance to turn inward and focus on the most important person in your life, you. It's a chance to learn, to grow, to improve, and who knows, in the process of becoming your best self, you might just make your ex regret ever letting you go. Think about it. What better way to show your ex what they're missing than by becoming the best version of yourself? Perhaps it's by learning a new skill, like painting or playing a musical instrument. Maybe it's by focusing on your fitness, getting into the best shape of your life, or maybe it's by focusing on your mental health, learning to meditate, to be present, to find peace within yourself. It's about rediscovering your passions, the things that make you feel alive. It's about setting goals and working tirelessly to achieve them. It's about proving to yourself and to the world that you're resilient, that you're adaptable, that you're capable of turning even the most painful experiences into opportunities for growth. But remember, self-improvement isn't about changing who you are to fit someone else's mold. It's about becoming the best version of you, for you. It's about embracing your strengths, acknowledging your weaknesses, and working every day to be a little bit better than you were the day before. And as you embark on this journey of self-improvement, remember to be patient with yourself. Change doesn't happen overnight, but with consistent effort, with time, you'll see progress, you'll see growth. You'll see a stronger, more resilient, more incredible you. When you focus on self-improvement, you might find that your ex begins to regret losing someone as incredible as you. Independence is not about being alone, but about being comfortable with yourself. In the grand theater of life, independence is the solo act that steals the spotlight. It's not about shunning love, companionship, or the warmth of shared laughter. Rather, it's about embracing the strength within you, the power of your own company, and the ability to stand tall, even when the world feels like it's crumbling around you. In the context of relationships, independence plays a pivotal role. It's the pillar that supports the entire structure of love and commitment. It allows us to maintain our individuality, our unique quirks and passions that make us who we are, even as we intertwine our lives with another. Now, let's picture this. You've experienced a breakup, your heart is bruised, your dreams shattered. It's easy to lose yourself in the labyrinth of lost love. But here's where the art of independence shines the brightest. It's your guiding star, leading you out of the shadows and into the sunshine. How do you showcase this independence, you ask? There are myriad ways, each as unique as you are. Perhaps it's embarking on a solo trip, exploring the world through your own eyes, tasting new cuisines, meeting strangers, and weaving stories that are exclusively yours. Or maybe it's making decisions that are based solely on your preferences, without the need for approval or validation. It's about picking up that paintbrush, strumming that guitar, or lacing up those running shoes. Not because someone else enjoys it, but because it sets your soul on fire. Independence is about self-discovery, about understanding your strengths and acknowledging your weaknesses. It's about being comfortable in your skin, appreciating your own company, and celebrating your uniqueness. This doesn't mean you don't cherish relationships or yearn for love. It simply means you understand that before you can truly love another, you need to love yourself. Once you master the art of independence, you become more attractive, making your ex regret letting you go. It's like a magnetic force pulling people towards you, because there is nothing more captivating than a person who is comfortable in their own skin, who shines with the light of self-love and independence. Positivity is not about ignoring the negative, but about overcoming it with a positive mindset. And there's no time where this is more important than in the wake of a breakup. It's easy to wallow in the sorrow, but the magic of positivity can help to heal those wounds and perhaps even make your ex have second thoughts. Positivity is like a beacon in the dark, a guiding light that helps to navigate the stormy seas of heartbreak. It's not about pretending everything is fine or brushing off genuine feelings of sadness. It's about acknowledging the pain, the loss, the hurt, but choosing to rise above it, choosing to find the silver lining in every cloud. You see, when we choose positivity, we're not just painting a smile on a sad face. We're rewiring our brains, changing our perspectives, shifting our focus from what we've lost to what we still have, and what we can gain. It's about practicing gratitude, for even in the midst of heartbreak, there's always something to be grateful for. Maybe it's the lessons learned, the growth experienced, or simply the fact that you're still here, still breathing, still able to love and be loved. Surrounding oneself with positive influences is another powerful way to harness the magic of positivity. It could be friends who uplift you, books that inspire you, music that soothes your soul, or even a hobby that brings you joy. These positive influences serve as reminders that life is still beautiful, even when it hurts, and that you are stronger than you think. Staying positive doesn't mean you won't have bad days, but it means you won't let those bad days define you. It's about believing in the power of tomorrow, the hope of a brighter day, the promise of a better future. Positivity is infectious. It's a radiant energy that others can't help but notice. And when you radiate positivity, your ex will inevitably feel a sense of regret for losing such a bright light from their life. Remember, your happiness is the best revenge. When you radiate positivity, your ex will inevitably feel a sense of regret for losing such a bright light from their life. Persistence is not about refusing to give up, but about continuing to strive despite challenges. Let's dive into the fifth scene. The strength of persistence. When life throws a curveball, such as a breakup, it's easy to feel as though the world is crashing down around you, but it's during these moments that the power of persistence truly shines. You see, persistence is not just about determination or stubbornness. It's about believing in your worth and abilities, even when the odds seem stacked against you. Consider this scenario. You've just gone through a breakup. The pain is raw, the loss is fresh, but instead of wallowing in sorrow, you choose to rise. You set personal goals for yourself and strive to achieve them. Not because you want to prove something to your ex, but because you want to prove it to yourself. You want to show that you're capable of bouncing back, of transforming your pain into power. That's the essence of persistence. It's about setting goals, whether they're about improving your physical health, advancing in your career, or fostering new relationships, and diligently working towards them. It's about refusing to let a setback, like a breakup, define your life. Imagine working on yourself, persistently pushing through the pain and the challenges, and emerging stronger and more confident. Imagine the sense of accomplishment, the boost to your self-esteem. Now imagine your ex seeing this transformation, seeing you not just survive, but thrive in the face of adversity. And that's where the regret comes in. Your ex will see that they didn't just lose someone who loved them, but someone who is resilient, determined, and persistent. Someone who, despite the pain, chose to rise and strive for better. They'll see someone who didn't crumble under the weight of heartbreak, but used it as a stepping stone to become a stronger, more resilient person. So, harness the strength of persistence, set your goals, strive to achieve them, and let your resilience shine through. Remember, it's not about proving something to your ex, it's about proving it to yourself that you're more than your heartbreak, that you're strong, resilient, and capable of rising from the ashes. Your persistence will show your ex that they lost someone who is determined and resilient, making them regret their decision. So, how can these tips make your ex regret? Let's revisit the 5 powerful tips we've discussed: self-improvement, independence, positivity, and persistence. Each of these elements can be transformative, not just for your relationship, but for you as an individual. Self-improvement is a journey we all embark on in life. It's about becoming a better version of yourself every day. This doesn't mean changing who you are, but rather growing and evolving. When you focus on self-improvement, you become more appealing, not just to your ex, but to everyone around you. Independence, on the other hand, is about standing on your own 2 feet. It's about being able to make decisions for yourself and not relying on anyone else for your happiness. An independent person is attractive because they are complete within themselves. Then we have positivity. Positivity is infectious. It draws people in. When you radiate positivity, you attract positive things and people towards you. Perhaps even an ex who now sees you in a new light. Persistence, the last tip, is about not giving up. It's about having the determination to keep going no matter what. It's about showing resilience in the face of adversity, and that, my friends, is a trait that is admired by many. Now, you might be wondering, how can these tips make your ex regret? Well, as you begin to implement these tips, you start to change and grow. You become more confident, more self-reliant, and more positive. You become a person who is not just surviving, but thriving. And when your ex sees this new, improved version of you, they can't help but feel a pang of regret. But remember, these tips are not about revenge or making someone feel bad. They are about you, about becoming the best version of yourself. In doing so, you might just make your ex regret, but more importantly, you'll be living a life that you're proud of, a life that's full of growth, positivity, and resilience. Remember, these tips are not about revenge, but about becoming the best version of yourself. In doing so, you might just make your ex regret.